like that things grew from the earth and then people charge money for them.
Isn't that bizarre?
Like, if we all just stopped money and we just let things grow from the earth, it would all be okay.
Oh, totally.
And as a young kid, it made no sense to me why we made it so complicated.
Isn't it so bizarre that you will grow like an apple and then you can take it to a place and people will pay money for that apple, but people can just grow the tree that creates all the apples right in their own yard? It's so weird.
And we line streets with trees that don't fruit.
Dude, I think about this all the time. Like,
what are we doing?
Think of all the homeless people that could be fed.
Absolutely.
Just by lining every city street with fruit trees, avocado trees, all that stuff. I
was thinking about that today because we just planted 2 avocado trees in our backyard.
Oh, I got to come see your house.
Oh my God, it's golden. I mean, they're not fruiting, but that's what we're hoping for.
They take a long time. I hear they take years, right?
Take a couple years.
Did you buy them as little, or just plant them as seeds?
15 gallon. So they're pretty big already. And an X and a Y or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so the guy who planted them, he's pretty certain. He's a tree guy. He's pretty certain we'll get fruit out of it. And he said probably in a year. So we'll see.
Dude, how rad is that?
We'll see. But it just makes me think avocados is like this perfect food that if you're homeless or if you're just waiting for a bus and you don't want to, you don't want to go to Subway and eat yoga mats.
I know, right? Totally.
You just can reach up and grab it. And it's true. Like the system has become, everyone specializes in something so that they can isolate themselves in that field, block everyone else out from it, and then make money. I mean, it sort of works, but then what do you do with all the avocado pits on the side of the road? But then people can pick that up. I mean, come on. How hard is that, right? I don't think. I was thinking, well, maybe it's because they don't want the old fruit that drops off or people dangerously climbing trees and then the city gets sued. You never know what it is. But I mean, there's ways if you really wanted to feed the world, it's not that hard.
Yeah, we think about that all the time. We were driving through, last time we were getting spring water at this spring out in Hemet, and you drive through Hemet, it's just like one long road. And there's homeless people out there, and you see them walking along the sidewalks, and they're walking up to like McDonald's or they're panhandling out of somewhere, and it's like, dude, if we just had lemon trees, avocado trees, apple trees. Think of it's like no homeless people would ever be hungry ever. You wouldn't have to have these centers where they go and they get these meals because they could sustain themselves at least on that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so then I took it a little further and I thought, well, maybe it's a threat to the grocery stores and things. And sure. There's that.
Yeah.
So then what happens to that market? Literally market.
Yeah.
In the market.
Yeah.
So a lot of things I think have to dissolve and unfold before we can start building these more practical ways of living. I do think that they're lingering out there. There's solutions and we all know what they are. And we just have to sort of have people call it a collapse, but we have to deconstruct what we've constructed.
Yeah.
And then rebuild.